Hello guys, back in February of 2019 I've shot a video about my earnings from my Laravel daily blog, and today I decided to shoot a follow-up video on that, telling you my story about how much I earned from this YouTube channel now, because in 1.5 years there was a pretty big shift for me from blogging to doing YouTube almost full-time, and now I can show the numbers how much I earned from that. If you want to see that previous video, you will find the link in the description of this video. Topic of today is kind of misleading because I'm earning not from YouTube directly, but from my products. From QuickAdminPanel Laravel generator, created with my team, and from my courses, which is my own thing. So almost without the help of the team. So this video will be helpful to you if you are planning or already are in progress of launching your own software product or your own courses for developers. And in this video, first I will talk about QuickAdminPanel income, then I will talk about courses income. On both I will comment what I learned, and then at the end I will calculate my own income after taxes, after salaries and fees and everything, so how much I earn personally. So this is the dashboard chart of income of our QuickAdminPanel. Pretty simple but really useful chart built by colleague David, and you should look at the bottom side. So this is month by month for the last year. So as you can see, a year ago we had $3,000, that's in dollars per month, and then in 2020 we grew to 5 or even 7K per month. Ironically, these 2 months were during coronavirus crisis where we discounted heavily the QuickAdminPanel with discounts like 50% or 80%. In terms of income, it actually grew bigger than ever. And then even without the discounts, we are earning pretty healthy around 5K a month. Last month was a bit slow, but this month it will be higher again, probably because of new version of View Generator. I will link to that in the description below. And by the way, notice these numbers are pre-salaries, pre-taxes, pre-any fees. This is just what customers pay us via PayPal or Stripe with credit card. So at the end of this video, I will actually calculate the personal income for me after taxes and after everything. So how much I earn personally. But these numbers generally mean that the product is sustainable. So it's earning more money than it costs to maintain. So we can reinvest that money into new features like Vue.js generator. We can offer better support even with live chat. And we can generally work on the product in a pretty steady pace without really being nervous about whether we can sell tomorrow or the day after. Speaking of the days, the top side of the chart is actually daily, and you can see how much it jumps. So this may be a lesson to you. Don't judge the numbers by a certain day or even a week. It may be up and down depending on a lot of factors. So we recently had a record day of $700 per day, but just a week before that we had $29 a day. And then if we zoom out from daily view to yearly view, let's take a look at Stripe dashboard. So this is the main report I want to show you, that QuickAdminPanel is actually 4 years old, and these numbers are after 4 years of constantly working on the product. And we started in August of 2016 with £7 per month. It's in pounds because the company is registered in UK. And then we grew really slowly with £500 per month in 2017. Then there was a jump to £1,000 per month. Then there was a spike of 3,000, but then it was down again. So from there we grew really slowly if you look at the overall numbers, and only in 2020 it grew to the point of sustainability. And the income is not only via Stripe, it's also via PayPal. So out of curiosity, I've made this spreadsheet. If we zoom in, you can see how many payments, or actually how much income is coming from PayPal. So this is the column. Without too much jumping, it's generating around 40% per month via PayPal. And it was surprising to me personally. For quite a long time we didn't introduce PayPal payments in 2017 or something. And when we did, it actually grew our income. So what did I learn over those 4 years and with those numbers? Probably the biggest lesson is that the money and the sales are not in the product. So if you take Laravel admin panel generators, there are quite a lot of them, including the official Laravel Nova, and then there's Voyager, and then there's Backpack, and then there are less known packages, some of them free. So how can we stand out in that competitive niche? And this is the point. You can create a pretty good product, but if you don't market that, if you don't sell that, it won't sell itself. And personally, I'm not a salesman. I'm a developer, like majority of you guys probably. So if you create your own product as a developer, there are actually two ways how you can sell that. First, become a salesman. You actually have to switch from full-time product, full-time developer, to being a full-time marketer, advertiser, sales guy, and all of that. Or you can hire someone to do that. But my point is that you have to switch your mind to selling, to income, to revenue. Or other way, the way that I took personally, although it wasn't a strategy in the beginning, it's building trust with content marketing. Apparently it's called content marketing. I didn't know that at the time. I was just blogging and then shooting YouTube videos and then tweeting and putting stuff on GitHub. And by doing that, I've built an audience. An audience of you guys with more than 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, and then 10,000 Twitter followers, GitHub, stars, email, newsletter, and all of that combined is an audience. And not just any audience who trust me personally, me as Povilas, that I'm doing quite a good job in educating the market, and I'm doing quite a lot of stuff for free, giving free value to you, including this video actually, and then that helps to sell the product. So from the conversations with the customers, I found out that quite a lot of you bought QuickAdminPanel not because of the generator itself, but because of me or my team behind it, because you trusted me and us in doing a great job and trusted me that you will get support from me if you email me or live chat or raise an issue on GitHub or something. So this is probably the main reason why QuickAdminPanel grew to sustainability, is my own job of putting out a lot of free content almost every day for 5 years and now have an audience. But of course, if you have audience but your product is crap, that won't really help. So the product still has to be good, or it's even easier if it's great. Okay, now let's talk about the second source of the income, which is online courses. And I started them in summer of 2018, and this is the chart of revenue month by month. So there was a first success of 2K per month in January of 2019. Then there was up and down, and that actually represents, the spikes represent the months when I launched a new course. So in total there are 11 courses now, so each of the spike is when I sold something new. And other months were like just $300, $400, $500. And that is again pre-taxes, pre-fees of Teachable platform that I use, pre-PayPal fees, so it's not a lot of money. Last 2 months, however, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel, as they say. Revenue per month became 3.7 or 3.6, which is sustainable. And there were two reasons for that. First, the topics of the courses. I launched 2 courses, one each month. First about Laravel APIs, and then about Vue.js SPA CRUD, and both are hot topics right now, in last years actually in Laravel world. So one reason was the topic choice, and another reason the audience. Again, I'm getting back to the audience, which grew in recent months with me doing daily videos on YouTube, showing you that I have the courses, and quite a lot of you bought the courses. And then again, you see a drop in this month because I haven't launched a new course yet. I have prepared actually content for 3 new courses, but I'm kind of procrastinating on those while spending more time on doing this video and free videos on YouTube because I just like it more. As I tweeted once, I'm not shooting these videos to sell more courses. I actually sometimes create a course to earn enough to be able to shoot more of these free YouTube videos. Okay, so this is month by month. Now, what about courses, individual courses? These are the course topics and the sales. And I have 2 courses over 5K per course, which is Eloquent Expert Level and How to Structure Laravel Project. And these are the topics that are kind of evergreen, which is they are relevant all the time, no matter Laravel version. So Eloquent is the core of everything related to the database, and structuring the project is always a tricky thing. So those courses still keep selling, and all the others are from time to time, but no courses have lower revenue than $1,000 per course. Except for this one for beginners, which is now free. I charged $9 for it for the beginning, but then launched it for free. And then there's a column enrollments, but you shouldn't pay attention to that because it was during coronavirus crisis, during the peak. I've made all the courses free. So a lot of people registered for free, so 3,000 people for this course alone, which is a pretty great feeling to give back to the community and help so many people to learn Laravel. So what did I learn from selling courses from that source of income? And selling courses is different from selling a product, from selling software. And I see 2 things that may affect the sale of online course. First is the topic. So as I told you, two latest topics, so API and SPA, are hot. That's why they are selling quite well. And also those expert level courses about Eloquent and structuring Laravel project are the best. Because I've made a research and I didn't really find at the time any course about that particular topic that would be so in-depth. And at the same time, I've seen a lot of questions on Laracast, on Twitter and elsewhere about those topics. So as a course creator, your goal before creating anything is to find a topic, a niche, that would get quite a lot of questions on the forums or online in general. So you would answer all of them in your course and potentially it would grow revenue. So that's one factor, the topic choice. Another factor, who is the author of the course? A lot of courses are bought actually just because of the author. And again, we're getting back to the trust factor, to the audience factor. Now I get bigger revenue from courses just because you saw me on YouTube, you saw what I do, and you trust me more. And some people can afford to raise their prices for their course pretty high just because they are confident in their audience, that the audience trusts them and would buy probably almost anything they release. And speaking of pricing and talking about superstars of Laravel community, there was a great recent article by Christoph Rumpel telling his own story about the course launch. But what was really important for me personally is one chart, one table, this one, comparison of well-known courses from Laravel community. And look at the prices. This is exactly what I meant. You can price your course at $249 if you are Adam Wadden and you have more than 50,000 Twitter followers. You can price your course at $149 if on your homepage you have a testimonial from Taylor Otwell himself. You can also charge $149 if you're Jonathan Raining, you have almost 20 Twitter followers and you're co-author of Tailwind CSS and Inertia.js, popular frameworks in the community. And the list goes on. So if you are famous in your Laravel community and you have the audience, or whatever community actually, you can charge more for your courses. And that's one way of pricing model. Another pricing model for courses is monthly membership. And of course the best example of that is Laracast, $15 a month. It was even less before, or $99 per year. You get a lot of courses with new courses coming each month. With this model started by Jeffrey Way in Laravel community, the downside is that community expects new material from you every day or every month or every week. And then third pricing model, if you are a course creator, you can register on Udemy. But the downside of that, I've read a lot of articles about that. First, they price the course however they want. Almost all the time you see heavy discounts there. So instead of $149, the price is $11, $9.99. So the authors don't earn that much. And from that income, Udemy gets, I think it's 50% at least. And there are many more downsides, so if you want to earn money, I wouldn't suggest Udemy. And final thing to mention about revenue from courses is that majority of courses are sold on the first day of the official launch. So this is my chart for last 3 months, and guess which days were the launch days. It could be not one day, it could be a week of launch if you, for example, launch on Twitter, then on YouTube, then on Reddit somewhere, so it could be a week. So in my case, it's a few days. But still, after those 2 or 3 days, revenue drops significantly to a norm level. So day of launch for the course is really important, and related to that, people really love discounts. Doesn't even matter how much you discount. If you discount on the first day for 20%, they will buy just because it's 20% only today. Although in reality there's no big reason to discount because the value in the course is still there, but it gives additional incentive for people to buy if it's only on that day. And finally, as I promised, the numbers, how much I earn personally after all of that. And this is a lesson for you about running a business. So those numbers that you just saw, the revenue and the income numbers, are far from the real numbers that actually land in your personal bank account. So if we round up QuickAdminPanel income to $5,000 and courses to $2,000, and those are pretty averages month to month. These 3 things take away from those. So payment fees by Teachable, PayPal, Stripe and all of that. It's pretty complicated to calculate, but I've made an average calculations. Then salaries. This is how much typically I pay to teammates for QuickAdminPanel. And this is for courses. I sometimes pay the teammates to prepare some material for that. So this is not a lot. And then taxes are at 40% roughly. And this is what you get, the profit. But then you get other expenses just to run the business. So I pay my accountant to do my taxes, I pay for the office that I'm sitting right now, I pay for software subscriptions like Bugsnag, like GitHub, like Laravel Forge and Envoyer. So all of that combined is roughly $1,000 per month. So the actual take-home profit for me is $1,500, which doesn't look like a lot if you compare with those initial numbers, right? The good news is, however, I didn't mention anywhere in this video, but we also still do client work with the team. So for a long time this number was my side income, but they are growing heavily and kind of are pushing the client work away, which is exactly my personal goal. In the future, I would like to earn money from products and courses and leave client work only for my best favorite clients, only for some time, and mostly delegated to the team, which is already almost done now. So I'm not that involved in coding day by day. I'm mostly focused on the QuickAdminPanel strategy, courses, marketing, doing these YouTube videos, and participating in client work only when I need to, or when I choose to if I like some task in particular. So my main thought that if I did it full time, this wouldn't be enough to sustain me and my family. But luckily I have still client work, which helps me to survive financially. So I'm not complaining, but my goal is that this number would be bigger, and then actually I can spend even more time shooting these YouTube videos, because that's what I ultimately like. I like to share my knowledge, I like to educate people, I like to see you grow, I like to see you create successful projects. And I don't like to think about the money, about the marketing, about the sales. Also, what I don't like is advertising model, revenue from advertising. So on this YouTube channel, you won't see any Google ads or AdWords on my blog or elsewhere. I just don't like ads personally, and I don't want to push them on you. So at least for now, if I can earn money from my products, there won't be any advertisement on this channel. So that's it. These are my numbers over 5 years journey of me starting to put out content online, and this is how much I earn from it now. What do you think about those numbers? Would you be happy if you were me? Maybe you want to share and discuss your numbers in the comments. I can help maybe with my experience. Or if you have any ideas for your products or courses, you can shoot me an email and maybe I will share my opinion on that. And as usual, I advise you to subscribe to the channel. It's called Laravel Business, so this video was about business, but around 80% of the channel is about Laravel and tech advice almost daily, so you can subscribe and also hit the bell button to be notified of new videos via email, and see you guys in other videos.